Hello, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the pool party. I hope you can swim because we're definitely diving into the deep end with a huge splash of truth, facts, evidence, information, and proof. Swim. Say what you mean. It's talk about talking. How we listen, how we hear, how we speak, how we hear what we're listening to when we speak, how a listener hears what we're saying, if what we're saying, what they're actually hearing and or understanding. Is it clear? Swim. Say what you mean. Well, that's just the beginning of understanding, because after we get that understanding, how do we accept it? How we respond if it's not what we expect is paramount. Are you okay with the truth? Are you man, woman, human, or spiritual enough to accept the truth? Let's find out. Welcome to The Swimming Pool with your host, Travis Bridges.
Oh, good evening, everybody, and welcome to The Swimming Pool with your host, Travis Bridges. That would be me. Can you see me? Can you hear me? You're too near me not to hear me. Who said that? You may notice a little frog in my throat, and I was just telling someone earlier that I was fortunate to get through COVID, and all the other stuff, and not even a sneeze. And I had some holiday drama that caused me to be up a little bit late and spend some time in some places that was a little lengthy. So I'm going to diagnose myself and say, no, I didn't test positive for COVID. Knock on wood, thank God. But I do have some congestion up here. And I thought I had some here, but I think it just kind of decided it didn't want to bother me. So, that you're hearing is me, and another way for me to say I'm only going to be here for a very short time. But this is SWIM, SWYM. That is the acronym for Say What You Mean. I am Travis Bridges, and this is talk about talking. And I can't stress enough the importance of listening, hearing, paying attention to what you hear, and being okay with what you discover in good, thorough, healthy conversation. I can't stress that enough. Yet and still, I watch TV, I hear the news, I hear my friends and my family talking. People are still not necessarily happy or not getting along. And I don't like that. There's nothing I can do about it, but I can do what I am doing, which is bringing awareness. It's very important. Hey, Christine, how you doing? It's very important to be okay with listening and hearing. It's not going to hurt you. Now, I had some subjects that I was writing about as I created the link for my live stream, and I talked about God being good and the devil being bad. We say God because we believe in good and evil, and we say the devil because it's like the yin and the yang, the hot and the cold. The devil represents bad and God represents good. And me being a person who's not necessarily religious, I try not to force my thoughts or beliefs on anyone else. But I do believe in good energy, and I also believe in bad energy. I've experienced it myself. I've even had some good and bad energy myself. So I have to be careful about, what I do, what I say, how I respond, and how I react to certain things. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. It's not easy to do. Anybody can blow up and get mad. They don't like something, and then they're talking, doing this thing right here. It takes no effort or energy to be miserable. And I find it often. Usually, people who don't like themselves find a way to not like something about you. There's something that I was watching on some social media earlier today, and it said, a person that doesn't like you will find another person that doesn't like you. And then they'll get together and find some more people that don't like you. And before you know it, you have someone hating you. And those people are getting together all because of you. And then they said, see how important you are. I just find it funny when you think about it, because we've all been there. We've been on the side of where we felt good and liked and appreciated, loved and respected by people. And then we've had those dark clouds over our head that makes us say, maybe they don't like me, or why are they treating me like this? We all go through it, whether it's when you're young or when you're old, or when you lose focus of who you really are. It's important to know who you are. So if anyone says anything about you or calls you out of your name, you can say, okay, well, clearly you got something going on with you to find something negative or bad in me. So with that being said, I'm not going to talk long. I'm going to say what's up to my buddy T-Morrow. T-Morrow, I got your text, man, and I saw it on the day you reached out to me. But you know what I did? The same thing that I get mad about other people for doing. They don't respond. So I responded to you earlier just to say, yo, what's up, man? Thank you for being a supporter and still being my dog all these long years. We go back to way back. And Christine is always there. I appreciate you. My main tech person is not with me tonight. That's what happens when you don't feel good and you're down. People will kick you. I'm just kidding, just messing with you. But I'm not going to be long. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go right now because you know what I'm about to do? I'm going to get in a steam shower. That seems to open up the sinus. And I know it's usually 3 to 5 days for me whenever I run my body down. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to get some rest and some proper nutrients and then get back into the race because I got a lot to do. 2022 is almost gone. And we're about to get into 2023. I'm already hearing people talk about, well, you know, what's going to happen in 2023, this, that, and the other. Tasha is in the house. Hey, Tasha, can you hear my voice? I'm going to sound like one of my favorites. I want to talk about one secret, one special secret. Do I sound like Barry White at all? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. So yeah, I'm a little congested, but I refuse to say I'm sick because I'm not. My body's just run down and it's just showing me what will happen if you don't get some rest and nutrients. And I know I ran myself down. But back to my point. Being cool. Yeah, Barry. Okay, yeah, that's right. Being okay with people not being okay with you or your cousins. You ever heard somebody talking about somebody else and you go, I don't know them to be that way. But just be encouraged as we go into the new year. Think about all the things that you went through and you made it through 2022. And of course, it's just another day. But we in socialization or civilization, we've managed to mark time with days, weeks, months, years, and hours. And we're coming up on another 365 days around the sun. And we relate to that as the new year. Maybe you don't want to make any New Year's resolutions. Just make some positive awareness. Okay? Do that. I'm going to do the same thing. Got some great things happening as we cross over that mark, and I'm excited about it. And if I look back on last year and all, all the things that I called myself thinking about, stressing about, and planning for, if I knew what I know now, I probably would not have focused so much. So I guess that's going to be my new thing for the new year. Try to shorten my time spent on certain things that happen. You could get some mail, or you can get a phone call or a text message, or you can pass by something that's closed. I went to a place the other day and it was closed, and I had a bad attitude. I had to stop focusing on it for a few moments. So that's going to be my message to you this year as we let go of the old and grasp a hold to the new. When thoughts come into your atmosphere that are not productive, remember, the longer you stay on those thoughts, the less you rob yourself, or the more you rob yourself of good, positive things. So that's going to be my thing. Not worrying, not focusing too long on stupid stuff and stupid people. Not that people are stupid. Or are people stupid? Are people stupid? That's terrible to say. How do you call somebody stupid? Well, I'm not. I'm just asking the question. And I did catch myself. So maybe people are not. Get some rest and feel better soon, bro. Thank you, T. I will, I promise. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm going to play my promo. I need to get some more, subscribers. And I shut down because I've got some changes going on. But shortly after the new year, I'm going to set up again and do some things different. I'm not going to stop for a while. I think I have a pretty good concept. Talk about talking, listening, hearing. I like it when I talk about universal principles and points of references and using those to filter in anything that we may go through that's chaotic or any kind of disagreements. First there is the law, there's universal principles, and I don't care who you are. You cannot get past gravity if you're on the earth unless you have a rocket booster or something like that. And, it's a good way to live. I don't claim to be of any religion, but I was brought up in a Christian home, and I practice the teachings of Jesus Christ strongly and powerfully. Am I perfect? Probably not. Do I try to adhere to the teachings of the Jesus Christ that I know of the Bible, the good things? Well, yeah, of course I do. And that's just how I try to live my life. So you can call me what you want me to be. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze in a few, so I better go. Who's with me? Kimberly is saying hello. Christine, Anthony Morrow, Tasha is with me. Thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout the year. The new year is going to be cool. Oh, by the way, I made the first dig in the ground today for my book. So we're promising a Mother's Day delivery for the information in the book. And excuse me, I didn't want to have my book labeled as an autobiography or anything like that, but it is a compilation of short stories and experiences about me. So I guess it will be in that section of autobiographies because it's just telling you some things that you ordinarily would not know about me, my upbringing, people that I've met along the way, some members of my family, and just awesome things that I've had the opportunity to experience that I want to share in a documentary. Now, I already know there's going to be some stuff, I don't want to call it controversy, but you can't please everybody. Some people are going to have a problem with it no matter what you do. But this book is a compilation of experiences that helped me to be who I am today. And I am my mother's favorite child. My brothers and sisters, they all know that. None of them going to admit it, though. But I won't be mad at them if they don't admit it. But it's about my life and some things that are good, bad, and not so good that I want to share with you. Okay? Do me a small favor. Take good care of yourself. Remember to get some rest. And if you have any eggnog left over, get it done before the new year comes in. And find somebody that you need to say, I love you too. Don't just say it. Show it and mean it. It's hard to love some people, but we're all God's children, and we should all, try to love each other anyway. All right, till the next time, take good care. I love you. Good night.
Mighty Horn Music. Smooth jazz, top 40, R&B, inspirationals, and more. Live from the Hollywood Home Studio. Like, share, subscribe. And thanks for tuning in. SWYM. Swim. Say what you mean. As much as this information is designed to bring awareness to how we listen, hear, and process, it is also a form of therapy. The little person inside of all of us needs to be heard. As adults, even listening to ourselves is a form of healing, strengthening, and growth. It's okay to speak, talk, express yourself, and be heard, even if you're the only listener. If our testimony does anything at all for anyone else, that makes the continued effort worth the time. Get the words out. You'll feel better, and that's a promise. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
You know, sometimes it seems like all the good times are gone.
That's what it seems like.
But you got to keep on searching. You got
gotta
to keep on keeping on. For example, take me standing right here today. I would not be here with you if I believed the things that the people say. You got to keep on searching. Keep it on the cool side. Keep on looking around.
By the way, that's Ben Sidran and keeping it on the cool side. Good night, y'all. I'll holla.